Hello and welcome back to Hitman. With the release of the new Sapienza episode, a variety of new challenges hit me in the face, and I wanted to make sure the Silent Assassin suit only challenge got off my face as soon as possible, and I'm glad to say that after about 3 hours of fuckery I managed to do it. In order to complete this challenge, aside from using the signature suit, I swapped the coin with a lockpick as the starting item. After starting the mission at the main square, we have 3 options of entering dimension: left, middle and right. The middle one requires a disguise and giving up weapons, and the right one requires a key card. All of that can go fuck itself, because the left entrance is the one to go with. After getting up the ledge and into the tower, we go down, through the door, and then left, down the hill. The basement entrance will be there and it will be locked. This is why the lockpick is necessary instead of the coins. Another reason for this being a good swap is because just down the hall and to the right, there are 3 coins in the fountain that we can pick up. Once we get the coins, we go the opposite way. We need to make sure sneaky mode is active, because a gardener will be operating machinery, which is always a very bad sign, and he will eventually kill himself, so it's best not to interrupt him. As we get through the door, we see the right passage that contains a few people, which is not the way to go, while the left passage is towards the garage, where we need to go. If we do things quickly, the scientist will still be lurking around, so we need to wait until he gets his ass back to the lab. There will be 3 guards in front of the underground entrance. One is dealt with by distracting him with a generator, while the other 2 with coins. Since the black guards had the lab key, we can enter and go towards the virus. On the way there is one dude guarding this area that we can quickly get rid of, simply for convenience purposes. Now in order to get to the virus, we need to go all the way around the underground base, avoiding everyone relatively easily. We also need to make sure to pick up the brick, because I love bricks. This little section of the map has 2 guards and a scientist who refuse to move. It took me about an hour of testing to figure out the best way to get rid of them, and it is to use weapons on the ground to distract them. First we place a weapon on the ground, and then we turn on the alarm. One guard will come investigate, see the weapon, and go towards it. Then choking happens and we can throw him in acid. I know what you're thinking, throwing a living body in acid kills them, so the Silent Assassin challenge automatically fails, right? Well, wrong. You see, this isn't acid that kills, this is acid that liberates. As soon as the bodies get dropped into it, they teleport into Zimbabwe, where they are taught the values of freedom and how they don't need to listen to orders or carry guns anymore. To get the second guard, we must place a weapon here in the corner. Then we throw a coin towards the barrels and the scientist goes get it. But since the gun is nearby, he will inform the guard and he will then come and check it out. As he is checking it out, we can choke the bitch. And finally, the scientist himself can be easily taken down since he won't see us coming from behind him. We can teleport all of them to Zimbabwe because it doesn't actually register them as killed. The area behind the lab has 2 guards and we can simply avoid them by passing through the piss puddle. As we get close to the lab entrance, we need to quickly get rid of a camera on the wall to the right. This will allow us to nicely enter the lab without any alerts. There's a scientist and a hazmat suit person close to the entrance, so we can choose to wait until the hazman is done washing himself so we can enter the lab after him, or we can attempt to get inside before him and hope that he doesn't see us. As we sneak inside, getting into the nearby locker would be a wise idea. Now we wait until another hazman appears and starts going towards the virus, but we also gotta make sure that another one isn't coming out, because then the plan will go to shit. As he passes the locker, we get out, get the silenced pistol and prepare to shoot at the virus. Being positioned at the entrance of the decontamination area works best, and then firing a few shots into the virus should do the trick.
There.
Everyone will freak the fuck out, and since we can get into the locker again, we should be safe. Not only that, but we should remain in the locker for a while, because the bitch doctor will come down and investigate why did the virus die. After about 20 minutes of smelling our own ass in this locker, she appears and walks by, all alone, which gives us a perfect opportunity to garrote. With her and her precious virus dead, the only one left is the mama-loving crazy dude. The easiest and quickest way to get rid of him is to exit the lab through this door that leads towards the staircase to the top floor. This is the best way because once we get to the top floor, we can get both the mansion master key and the videotape that is located all the way up, right next to the telescope. Afterwards we go down the stairs to ground level, where there will be a door to the right. In this room there is a projector that can play the tape we got. The video that plays can be interpreted as a work of some pretty insane art, but since Silvio will notice this and come rushing into the room, we need to hide in the nearby trunk. He comes and wonders why is his traumatic video playing and orders his guards to leave him alone. As he continues to wonder, Garrote. His death completes all objectives and now we must flee the area. The fastest way to do that is to go through the kitchen, but 3 people are in the way. This is when the brick comes into play. We open the door and throw the fucking brick. The cook will eventually go see what exactly happened, and we will have a very short window of time to get past all of them. By going through the door on the right, we get very close to the exit, but we need to get the housekeeping key, and that can be found if we go left and down the stairs. It will be on the table. Once that is in our possession, we go up, through the door, we open the exit door with the key, run towards our glorious beetle, and leave. Completing this challenge was a bitch, but I can tell you right now that there are definitely multiple ways of completing it, although I'm pretty sure this was the easiest. Thanks for watching and make sure to let me know the way you completed this challenge in the comments. I have been Petar, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.